Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Hello guys, I've done with being able to, on my holidays when I was doing the readings all the time. I need to get back on one, I suspect. Oh well, we'll see. Anyway, okay, so we're going to look at Harry. He's going to be a mixed bunch. I want to know how he's feeling about certain things. I've been asked to read on him by the universe, so let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, and by the way, yes, Freddie is still with me. I am working. I got all your questions and I screenshotted them. So I'm going to do a separate video, but I had to ask my mum's cousin, because it's her dad, if she could give me a photo, because I don't have any photos. He didn't even know him. I didn't know he existed. But, you know, I get a lot of good energy from him. So, you know, Freddie, do you have anything to say to our viewers? Oh, look at that. He's at home. He's at home. Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. He loves being with me sometimes, you know. I mean, the other week I asked for him and he wasn't available. I couldn't get where he'd gone, but I think he was busy sorting out somebody else. So I did ask him about contacting my mum's cousin and asking for a photo. And he said she'd love to be able to talk about him. And she does. She does. She does. I love her for it. She's got so many stories. And she has promised me she will send a picture. So, yeah, so he's hoping you're all okay. That you're all well. And that he hopes everybody's you know, got a bit of peace after the Christmas especially for lonely people. It can be a difficult time, but you know, he's here and yeah, he's always about. Bless him. So yeah, he's sending you peace and love. What a lovely guy. Well, that's why he's my guide. Some people say, oh, why do you need a spirit guide? It was all about protecting myself with them, you know, I've only got swear words to describe them, but, you know, the bar stewards who tried to bind me and think that I wouldn't even know. How stupid is that, okay? So the attempts have actually ceased now, but he's still around and I'm looking to do other work with him. I mean, it's like, you know, what do you ask? Where do you start? Anyway, you've asked me a few, so we will be doing a video with him as well. Okay, so yes, he's there for us. Okay then, so he's doing very well, thank you, we said. All right, let's have a look then. What do we need to know about Harry right now? Oh, everything's turned upside down. Everything's been upside down for a while, Harry. He's waiting for a change in perspective. He's waiting for news to arrive. Everything's turned upside down. Yes, it is. You're not the martyr for the media that you thought you was, are you, Harry? Okay. How does Harry feel about having to lose his case because he's a lying git? That's the only reason. Nothing else. Well, it's caused so many problems. It's having a knock-on effect, is this, with his life, with his work, his speeches. You know, he's been called out a liar. You've been called out a liar by the judge who was giving you warning, and you know, you still wanted to go ahead. I mean, the lawyers are the ones that are laughing in this, and so are the Daily Mail. You know, you little scammer. You didn't offer to pay before it was announced, you know. You did it afterwards to save embarrassment. Surely you're embarrassed now. I would think so, don't you guys? I know he's got red hair, but he's also been left red-faced. How does Meghan feel about him losing his case? Because it's a loss, you know. You give in, you stop. It's a loss. Oh, she was wanting the money. She was wanting the money, you know. She thought it was all done and dusted. Now, this is another thing as well, right? So I know Harry and Meghan are together and they do a lot of plotting and scheming. But I'm telling you now, sometimes Harry is responsible for Meghan wanting to lash out because he says things, you know. He's feeding her this information. He said about the discussing the kids' colouring, you know, discussing well, all sorts really, you know. He's told them that it was the media that killed his mum. He told them that, you know, the media have painted him in a bad light. Is this something she will try and eclipse on, you know? Or is it, you know, that they're saving money? You know, simply, they're saving money as well. They knew they couldn't win. But she thought, he told her, they could win. He said they will win hands down, and that's what she believed. Does Harry exaggerate the truth to Meghan? Absolutely. Absolutely, you know, he does. He tells her bullshit, and then she gets carried away, and things get twisted. So it's all about perspective, you know. He's lost perspective, and I mean, this has wounded him. This has wounded him because it's like it's made him feel uncertain now about other cases. But I'm telling you, you know, the trouble things that she has a problem with is because he's fed her that information. Now, I know she's a pain in the ass and she's a narcissist and she's done this, but, you know, it is possible for even narcs to be fed information that are wrong. And he tells her to make it something bigger than it is, to make out he's a man, to make out that he stood his ground, that he didn't agree with that and he was sticking up for her and defending her. How does Meghan feel about him losing his court case? I'm going to keep saying losing. Well, he kind of prepared her, so it starts off as a big thing, and then he's had to subtly, so like say, well, you know, you know. So he has lied. He has lied about that case, about the chances of winning. That, you know, it was a shock, but not a full-on shock, okay? So she was a little surprised. But he's obviously painted a picture to her, saying things like, just checking my videos, still recording, I can hardly see it. Yeah, he's obviously exaggerated facts. The fact that he's gone in later, perhaps, and said that he did offer to pay. I mean, was she aware that that was a lie? Yes or no, please? Yeah, because it's something that both agreed to, okay? But there are other things that he does say, you know. Well, win it. And coming back from the lawyers, obviously she didn't want to be on the phone with his lawyers all the time because that's like 23 hours a freaking day, you know. So she'll be... she's learning. She's going to have to check things for herself about him. And then you don't know what he said about Lilibet, you know. So did Harry make out, you know? So is this baby actually called Lily? Well, I'm getting a lot of rumours, a lot of rumours and speculation. He was being creative with that, okay? He was definitely being creative with that. But, you know, did Meghan take Lilibet's name to spite the Queen? Absolutely, absolutely, and to get worldwide bloody attention, which they did. How does Harry feel about being challenged about not telling the truth about the name Lilibet? He's adamant that he's telling the truth. He's adamant. Well, it's a play on words, Harry. It's a play on words, and the truth is, you know, I don't believe she thought you was going to call your daughter Lilibet. Will Harry take legal action over this? Oh, he'll ponder it, he'll make threats and everything, but, you know, he can't prove it. He cannot prove it. It's another thing that he can't prove. Not unless... Did Harry record that conversation? Yes or no? Yes or no? There could be a recording, guys. There could be a recording. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about how it left the Queen feeling, you know. You know, you've got two versions here, so what, you know, how he says it could still be misinterpreted, okay? So let's have a look, you know. Will Harry at some point produce evidence to say that the Queen said it was okay with Lilibet? No. No. I'm getting that he would be blocked from doing so as well. I just feel like, you know, the woman who was there, who we spoke to, who was in the presence of the Queen, so that there must have been somebody in the presence of the Queen, a female. Well, she's not going to back him up. She's not going to back him up at all. Right, so we've got the aviation done. We've got the name done. The exaggerations, the court case done. What's next? What action will Harry take next? Well, he's going to take charge, you know. He's going to take charge. You've got brute strength here. Now, when we said, we saw this in Meghan's, when we asked about her aviation, so let me learn my lesson. We said it was a dead set. So what's he going to do? He's going to take charge of something. What is he going to take charge of? I mean, I do see writing. I absolutely do see writing. I've never seen that before. I feel about William as well. I feel about William. Why am I seeing writing about William? Oh my God, he's taking... what does Harry intend to do about William? I've never ever noticed that before. You could use it saying that, you know, Lily or Elizabeth is in all the grandkids' names. Or some version of it. He may and try and use it that way. How does Harry feel about Prince Charles being in hospital, going in for hospital? Like, this is a chance to move forward. This is a chance, you know, an opportunity to move forward, to involve himself somehow, even though he's not wanted, and especially by William. I think it's a simple procedure. Nothing's ever truly simple. Things can go wrong. I mean, in the olden days, you'd have had 15 witnesses, wouldn't you, around the surgery table, because the king is always at risk, and more at risk when he's going in for surgery. I know those days are sort of like far behind us, but you know that's what it used to be. How does Harry feel about Catherine being in hospital? He sent her a message. He's definitely sent her a message of support as well. You know, she's just seeing it as being kind and everything. And I do, in a way, feel that it is a genuine feeling here, despite all it. You know, I don't like the guy neither, or what he stands for, or what he's been up to. But I just feel here it is so like. I'm not sure inappropriate is the word. How do you send a get well message and try and make a joke of it while you're estranged? You know, I kind of feel like that kind of situation is occurring. How does Harry feel about Meghan? Yeah, I'm getting a not reality here. So whatever they've been portraying together, it's not reality. Making out they've done something and they haven't. Making out they're okay when they're not. The reality for them has changed. So something has changed the way he sees her and views her. But, you know, even if he wasn't with her, I've seen no improvement. No improvement whatsoever. Still games. Where Harry and Meghan are concerned, I just want to say, like, we're not to believe their version of events. Does Harry intend to fly back to the UK? Yes or no? Well, isn't it funny? You got that. William told him that. Stay away, you spiteful git. You know, you're not wanted. You're not needed. Don't even come near us. You're like poison. Harry's going to have to think on this for a while. For some reason, for a while, he needs to think about something. What is preventing Harry coming over here? I think leaving the country could prove difficult for Harry. That's funny though, because you can get yourself to Costa Rica, can't you? Where there's an absolute fantastic IVF place there. I did look it up, by the way. Have a look yourself. I suppose there's IVF places, fantastic ones, wherever you go on holiday, you know, maybe. Yeah, have a look for yourselves, guys. Yeah, I've got a problem with leaving. How's Harry's visa status then? You know, how's that going? Well, it'll be found that he did lie, you know. It'll be found that he did lie and distort the truth, exaggerating of matters. So maybe he'll say that he exaggerated for his book, you know. Test me, I'm clean. everything with him is just a lie. So he's refusing to see other people's point of view with Lilibet name. You know, he wanted to make the headlines, so he did with his bloody John Travolta as well. But I also feel, you know, something he's done will come out as well, especially where the media is concerned. He is looking towards success for something. I hate to say it, but he is, you know. Can Harry prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he got permission from the Queen to use the name Lilibet? He feels very strongly about this, you know. He feels very strongly, and the two people that could back him up will not. So that could be his dad and whoever was in the room with, you know, the Queen at the time. But you know that I'm getting. Can he? Well, you'd have to. He needs witnesses. You know, he needs witnesses. I don't know. There's something off about this. Because there I get he's telling, you know, it could be telling the truth. I hate to admit this, but, you know, it could be. I might, you know, I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's ask from the Queen's point of view. Did the Queen give Harry permission to use her name, Lilibet? Absolutely not. You know, it was false. What he said to her was a trick. What he said to her was a trick. So he's not mentioned the name. He's just saying we're going to name her after you, you know, name her after you. And that's why she wasn't happy. So, you know, it's like his perspective on things, you know. So he could have said, we're going to name her after you, Grandma. And she'd go, oh, that's lovely. And then he's coming away thinking it's okay. But what he hasn't said is, and he hasn't been specific, it is the name Lilibet. So somewhere in there, you're still going to get him fighting his corner over this. He's not going to give it up easily. He's still threatening to sue people. However, unless he can produce the two witnesses, and one of them isn't happy with him at all, and will not take his side at all, unless he's recorded it, you know, which he normally records things, but even if he recorded it, he couldn't use it because it doesn't say the full name. So will he just let it die down in the end? Will Harry just let this Lilibet die a death? Or will he fight it? Don't matter what's in your mind, Harry. Your sick mind. You can't prove this. You can't prove it. And I think without anybody coming forward, and even if you did, you know, have a tape, which I do believe they have, it's not on there. That it's crystal clear. Elizabeth thinks the baby's being called Lilibet, okay? And it was already on a domain site anyway, weeks before the bloody asked, you know. There was always going to do that. It's just sycophantic. Is that a word? Okay, because that's what I feel he is. That's just popped in. He's a sycophantic. I'm sure one of you will be kind enough to let me know. Anyway, guys, so no, he can't do anything about it. And she definitely was not under the impression. She was furious that she, you know, his word trail had been very, very underhand and devious. Okay, so she didn't know. But he thinks he's going to say that he's got evidence and everything. How can you come out and say you recorded a bloody phone call with the Queen? And he did. He did. That's the problem with it, okay? He's saying on his side, his perspective, it's the truth. And she's saying, no. Are you going to come out and say that you actually taped your grandmother, Harry? I don't think so. this could make you look very, very bad, okay? Very bad indeed, okay? And it does not say in it the word Lilibet. Okay, guys, that's Harry's roundup for his court cases. Meghan is Lilibet, how he upset the Queen, and, you know, all the rest of it, really. And about coming back, well, no, not just yet. Not just yet. He's not welcome. He is not welcome, and he knows it. Last card, how do things stand between Harry and William? Yeah. Not a good place, okay. Don't know why, but that was already turned up. Yeah, not a good place at all. Far from happy. Look, you know, they're both upset, but William has the right to be upset as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, look, in this situation, if you want two warring brothers to come together, then they either not fight it out, but they talk it out, you know. And these feelings have to be repaired. You can't just fake it, you know. You can't fake a reconciliation. It has to mean something, and for it to mean something, you know, it has to hurt as well, you know. And this is all part of reconciling. But as yet, nobody is willing to admit or say or talk about how they feel. And how could you when he is taping everybody, recording everybody? Just terrible, innit? Terrible. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much. I think that's it for today. And I'll be back tomorrow, okay? Bye now. Bye-bye.
Thank you.